what do you consider to be some of the greatest maybe misconceptions that people might have about those who manage funds?
Misconception, maybe, people maybe think it's very hard to get started. I think it's, not that hard. It's not very easy, but it's not as hard as they might think as well. And also, I think, people think like, it's a fun, glamorous job. Maybe they're watching Billions on TV, that fun show. But, of course, there are moments where it's very stressful. You have your ups and downs. But I think, with proper risk management, you can sleep better. And try to be very transparent. When you have nothing to hide, it makes it much easier for everybody.
And what's the greatest investment or trading advice that you've ever been given?
I got some very good advice from Nate, who I consider as my good friend now, from all the interactions through the IU chats and some of the personal conversations we've had. I have become a better trader, for example, be more patient, try to do backside trades, and, shift from small caps to mid caps and large caps. So, I think doing these things really improve your longevity and, overall, success rate as well.
And do you have any general investment or financial advice for traders out there listening?
General financial advice I would say is before I became a full-time trader, I, know how risky this job is. You can blow out your account with one bad trade. So, for me, firstly, I had a very good job, so I had to give up a, $250,000 job to, get into full-time trading. But that was okay because I wanted to do something I was really passionate about, and this was what it was for me. I felt like it was a calling. But, I was also, practical about it, so I wanted to make sure I had enough savings in my bank account, separate account for, margin calls, that sort of thing. And also, fortunately, my wife, she has a very good job. So, she has a steady income and, she's got good health benefits with her company. So made it easy for me to make that transition. And my kids are a little bit older, so they don't need a lot of my time. So I felt like, the timing was right for me to, take a stab at this so that I don't have a regret later on.
And what has been your most memorable moment so far on your trading journey?
Well, I don't know if I can pinpoint at one. Trading is like a series of small victories and a few losses, right? I think we all have been there. Obviously, when you have a high conviction for a trade and it goes well, it's very rewarding and it's a great feeling. Just for example, a couple of weeks ago, I was trading IMAX, based on all the research I'd done, I was reading the press reports, I knew that, the FDA was not going to, approve their drug. And I took a big short position. So that was a nice win, I made almost a seven-figure profit on that. So being able to get those big wins once in a while, you can call them home runs, is great. But of course, the risk management is also important. So I try not to go for too many home runs anymore. I used to do that. And of course, one of them will blow up in your face and it's not a good thing. So, yeah.
What have been some of the biggest upsides for you being able to manage money for others?
I think the upside is a great feeling, because now that, I have several friends who have become investors, I feel good and they're really happy that, especially a tough year like this, I'm able to navigate their money and actually grow their money. So it's fun, so, and I also, just enjoy anything, any aspect about finance. I help people in general with advice on what to do with their own personal portfolio, their 401ks, Roth IRAs, or whatever it is, even like insurance, for example. I think insurance is a big thing that a lot of traders ignore, so I try to tell that to my friends and clients. I, in fact, offer them free 1-hour sessions to analyze everything about their finances, and give them my advice. So it's a great, fulfillment. It's a happy feeling that you're able to actually help somebody, because many cases folks have not really thought of an important aspect, especially things like insurance, because it can be an investment vehicle as well as, safety for your family. So, they thanked me a lot saying that, hey, if it were not for you, I would never have thought of this. And, time would have just gone by and would have been too late. So it's good to help others.